channel, precious poetry peeps. My name is Filet Mignon and this is medium rare poetry. I must send a big shout out to Libby on the central coast of New South Wales, who has her own tarot YouTube channel known as Maighstir Tarot. Easy to say, difficult to spell, so I'll put a link to her channel on the show notes below. But she, I've sent her poetry and she loves them and has sent them on to her following, and I'm getting more and more subscribers, so I'm very, very grateful and I am so thrilled, and welcome to you all. I hope you like poetry. This poetry will have no ads. I will not ask you for money or donations or anything like that. This is my gift to you because I just love sharing poetry. Anyway, today's poem comes again from my playlist 45 Shades of Orange, which are poems dedicated to Donald J. Trump. And today the poem is entitled The $1 Million Mouth, because unfortunately Donald and his mouth have got him into a whole world of trouble. When you stick your head up in the shooting gallery, you are very lucky if it doesn't get shot off. So that's what's happened to Donald. Having been president, he could have had a nice 4 years of presidency. He lost the elections. He could have stepped down and wandered off into oblivion and had a nice comfy life. But no, he decided not to accept the fact that he lost the election, and he's just been hell-bent on telling everybody lies, unfortunately. And these lies and lies from all over his business life have come back to haunt him. So today's poem, The $1 Million Mouth, is a reflection of how all this is turning out. I do hope you enjoy it. The $1 Million Mouth by Filet Mignon. When it comes to Donald's riches, there are two sides to this coin, and as a calm observer, one of two camps you could join. If he wants to be impressive, he's as rich as he could be. If he needs to pay some taxes, he is church mouse poor, you see. If he needs to borrow money, he has wealth beyond compare. If he needs to buy insurance, well, his cupboard shelves are bare. Authorities are apt to term these dealings as corrupt. Evading such detection, he would make himself bankrupt. New York bred and fortunate to lick the golden spoon, the wealth that he was born to would cause all of us to swoon. The noise within that city makes a tricky place to dwell. Instead of being taught to speak, young Donald had to yell. That held him in good standing, for ambition was inbred. Success was hinged on making cash from all the words he said. With real estate the perfect way to hone his oral skills, and there he gained a shabby name for countless unpaid bills. Donald led a wicked life, deception and misdeeds. Instead of pastures green, he left a sorry path of weeds. He could have chosen truth and light, a kindly Christmas elf. Instead, he chose the darkness way, a seedy stream of stealth. But history has a habit known to bite us on the bum, and that is what has happened to our loud, ignoble chum. Ex-presidents are oft revered with marble monuments, but Donald has besmirched his name with vast emoluments. Then, after asking nicely to return some White House docs, Jack Smith brought down the hammer which could put him in the stocks. Melvin Bragg insisted that Trump orgies were a fraud. Tisha James found Pawnee payments were completely flawed. And don't forget Miss Carroll, who'd been nastily abused. She's made him twice the loser as the guilty one accused. With litigations mounting, he would try to sneak away.
The time had come for Mr. Scrooge to crack his safe and pay. The trouble with this outcome was the $1,000,000 mouth did not maintain a brass razoo behind that smirking pout. The law was unforgiving. He was forced to cough the cash. Reluctantly, he had to pop his secret little stash. He hurried to Bedminster and exhumed his ex-wife's grave, containing all the bribes and grift this lunatic had saved. The fines he paid in currencies unknown to normal folks. Exchange rates were a nightmare. The accountants had a stroke. Of course, the Russian ruble featured foremost in the hoard. Close second came renminbi from his Chinese overlord. Rusty reels from Iran, drums of dinars from Iraq. Israeli shiny shekels were produced in kosher sacks. Saudi reals were present from his weirdo son-in-law, though this was short $2 billion as he cried that he was poor. Some Filipino pesos from the Marcos vaulted bowels, and Costa Rican colons from the sale of paper towels. Egyptian pounds and Danish krones and Indian rupees, and Madagascan kwaches and a lump of Swiss-made cheese. Vietnam contributed a dainty dish of dong, but most of all, and worthless, was his North Korean wons. It was close to $500 million that the tragic trumpet owed. He even hocked his ties and suits, the emperor, unclothed. The final blow resulted when a civil suit revealed he'd wronged 2,000 women he had thought their lips were sealed. They cited molestation as recorded on that bus. There's been a bit of Don, you see, infecting all of us. He'd nothing left to offer, but the girls still made a fuss. They grabbed the failed POTUS and then squeezed his weak SCOTUS. A happy ending all around, I think you would agree. Those empty words and promises were not espoused for free. The $1,000,000 mouthpiece, once the darling of the weird, was penniless and loveless, a result he always feared. The heat rash he contracted, running rampant as he sweltered, while waiting for a mattress at the Biden homeless shelter. And what about the will? It was the prize of Mr. Big, consisting of a brass razoo and, yes, an orange wig.
What a saga. What an absolute soap opera poor Donald's life has been. People have been making millions from books, from news. There's tons of YouTube channels out there, all drawing on the day-to-day antics of the ex-45th president of the United States. And at the same time, Donald has been losing millions just in legal fees. I just could not imagine how much money he spends on court cases and lawyers and all the rest of it. It's just unbelievable. But anyway, I do rave on. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the poem. Please like and subscribe to the channel and press the notification button so that YouTube can tell you when I've popped another poem into the ether. And I hope you have the most wonderful day, and bye-bye for now.